I don't give anything for free. At the same time, I don't accept anything for free.
Hello, welcome to Real and Real Characters. Kasu, Pano, Duddu, money. These are the magic words which seem to make the world go round in this Kali Yuga. People have different attitudes towards money. Some are like Scrooge, tight-fisted misers, and not very popular. But some have a different thought process. They say, what have we brought into this world and what are we going to take away with us? So let's live in this moment, for the moment. Great philosophy, but you just have to talk to their husbands or wives and they might have a different story to tell. In this age of instant gratification, when you can go to the shop and buy a new dress at any time you want, you don't have to wait for Diwali to get one. You have Uber taxis and metro rails to make travel very easy. You have Airbnbs and timeshare resorts to go and stay when you have a holiday. There has been a small shift in attitude from wanting to save money to buy possessions to spending money to gain life experiences. But there has to be a balance between the two, right? So which is the better way to be? A little confusing. But here is Dushyant Sridhar, who has found a lot of clarity on this issue when he saw the movie Edir Neechal. Take a look.
Edir Neechal, translated as Swimming Against the Current, is a 1968 Indian Tamil language comedy drama film written and directed by K. Balachandar. Nagesh plays Madhu, a destitute orphan who performs odd jobs in a multi-family tenancy for his living and education. For the services he renders, he is allowed to sleep under the stairs of the tenancy without any rent. He attends college with the help of his college professor and some kind people that share the roof in that tenancy that he lives.
To me, it is a magnum opus of Balachandar, where he positions so many different families of different castes, of different languages, of different sensitivities under one roof.
இந்த மாடிப்படி மாது எங்கே காணோம் பாத்தேல பட்டக்கா மாது இன்னமா வரல மாது அலவேமா வா 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 எப்ப போனே எப்ப வர்ற கடைக்கு போனா இவ்வளவு நேரமா இந்த காலத்துல மளிகை கடை கூட சண்டே சலூன் மாதிரி ஆயி போச்சு அவ்வளவு கூட்டம்.
How much of human psychology impact it can make, and especially with this character Madhu. So Madhu was Madipadi Madhu.
மாடி படி மாது போய் மாடி வீட்டு மாது ஆயே.
He didn't have parents and he was treated as a person who would only serve the other houses. But even in such a scenario, there is one scene, if you remember Raji, where he is found missing.
Hey, கூப்பிட்டுட்டே இருக்கற நீட்டா படுத்துக்க எழுந்துடா.
And people assume he is doing some kind of malicious work or there's a dark story to him.
படுத்துக்கிற மாதிரி செஞ்சிட்டு ஆதி ராத்திரியில எங்கேயோ போயிட்டான்டா. பால்காரல கொடுக்கிறதுக்காக 50 ரூபாய் மாடத்துல பணம் வச்சிருந்தனே எங்கடா அது? எங்க ஆத்துல என் மூக்குத்தி காணாம போயிடுச்சு. மூக்குத்தி எங்க பிரமாதம். ரெண்டு மூணு சங்கிலி போன இடம் தெரியல. எங்க வீட்ல கல்லு மாதிரி இந்த ரெண்டு வெள்ளி டம்ளர் காணோம். என்னங்க இது எல்லாரும் என்ன பாக்குறீங்க?
But then they realize that he's actually working through the night to make money.
ராத்திரியில நான் தூங்குறதே இல்ல சார். வீட்ல எல்லாரும் தூங்குனதுக்கு அப்புறம் என் படுக்கையை தூங்குற மாதிரி சரி பண்ணிட்டு நேரா லாண்டரிக்கு போவேன் சார். அங்க இருக்கிற அழுக்கு துணி எல்லாம் எடுத்து துறையில கொண்டு போய் குடுத்துட்டு வருவேன் சார்.
That made me realize the importance of money. I was the only son. Both my parents were working, decently well off, but I would make sure that I don't buy dress for my Diwali. I thought I'm not earning. Why should I buy it from my parents' money? But then they would insist. So if I would go to a shop, I remember even as a 9th standard kid, I would see the price tag first. So even if I was taken to a small restaurant, I would read the menu card right to left. I didn't have a purse. I'm talking about 2003 and 4. I would barely carry even 1 or 2 rupees on my cycle. So even if there was a puncture, I would push the cycle and come. So I didn't have money. After I went to BITS, I would be a student co-instructor. Then I used to go to so many competitions, elocution competitions, and the prize money that used to come, I used to try running my monthly expenses that way. And then later, during my Pilani days, we were put into a practice school where we have to go and serve for internship for 6 months. 9 to 5 was my project hours. So after that, I would walk 3 kilometers to the station in Bombay, Shahad. And from Shahad, I used to take an electric train to Dombivli to search a part-time job. Got a job as a English instructor. Tuesday to Sunday, every day, 4 hours, 5 to 9, till in the night I had to serve. Then I used to go and teach Sanskrit shlokas to the employees in a small conference room in the place where I was working as an intern. That money used to help me run the entire expenses. I never used to ask 1 rupee from my parents. Then when I joined my job as well, then I used to be a part-time teaching faculty for a business school called Wellinkar in Bombay, so that I could keep my expenses running, and I had a small trust, charitable trust. So Edir Neechal was a big turning point in me, where I felt that one should learn how to live on his or her own without giving a lot of burden to one's parents or family. So Edir Neechal was a huge impact.
Let me play devil's advocate here. Today, it is a consumerist society, and everybody wants to go out and buy whatever they want so that they can enjoy it now. And if people can afford it, if they are not too poor to pay off a loan, then why not, is what they would ask.
So it's not about how poor or how well off we are, but spend for the right purposes. 3 years back, where my maidservant, where we pay her literally well, but her husband is an alcoholic. So there's not much of income coming from his side. She used to buy 40,000 rupees worth a cell phone for her son. Many families are devastated because the man is an alcoholic. He doesn't work. These are the same people who watch the movies, but what is the impact that they make? I feel that social messaging is very important to make an impact in the lives of people. Only then, when a family corrects itself, the society corrects itself, the state corrects itself, and the nation corrects itself. Only then there is progress. It's just not about one prime minister, one chief minister, MLAs managing. The people have to make that change.
Why do you think this mindset is there, even though society is becoming more modern? And as you pointed out, even in the lower economic strata, people want to wear jeans and use smartphones.
More than become modernized, we have become westernized, Raji. We as a country had Kautilya's Arthashastra, the science of financial management, millenniums before. And we were those people who believed that if you save today, it will help you tomorrow. And we are also the same philosophy that believes that everything is impermanent. I agree. We say that when the Atma departs from the material body, it takes nothing with it. But at the same time, we believe, be it for moksham or be it for dharmam, artham or kamam, the 4 purusharthas, you will have to work right from the first day. Ayyamum, pichayum, andanayum, kaigatti, uyumarenni, uhandelor embavai, tells Andal. Whatever charity possible, do it. A 4-year-old girl advises. See, the Western civilization, you go to a few parts of Europe and especially the US, they came up with a credit card concept. So it's something like, I want to buy a phone today. I don't have to rely on the money that I have saved because I've not saved anything. I will loan from another bank and pay it whenever I want. See, this was never India. See, India has always been, I save money for something that I'm going to buy later. So if I have to buy a phone, I'll save money from today. So that's how India has been. So we have become so westernized with the credit card, and especially with these free things that are given by even governments and other bodies, where they say, okay, I have to earn my television. I have to earn my washing machine. I will know its value. I get a free washing machine. I get a free laptop. I get a free cycle. The air I breathe is not that pure. We are not bothered about how we are going to cleanse the air. But we get all these gadgets. So I am not of that type where I want to get free. So I don't give anything for free. At the same time, I don't accept anything for free. So it has to come through hard work.
Families are breaking up. Siblings are fighting all over money and property. And as Dushyant says, do we ask ourselves whether we deserve the money that we demand from our parents and from society? And by accepting freebies, are we not also displaying a lack of self-respect and accepting that we are not capable of working and earning what we should be getting? And that is a very sorry admission of our own inadequacy. So, what is your self-worth, really?
Greetings from Abhinava E-Pathashala. Alongside registrations which are open for the new course titled Shri Vishnu Sahasranama Deepika, we are also opening registrations for two other courses which we have offered in the past. One is Bharatiya Sarabodhani Level 1. This is a comprehensive e-course in English that tries to bring forth the quintessence of our Desham Bharata. So this shall comprise of 20 e-lessons, 1 hour each, on analysis of the Ramayana, Mahabharata, the Puranas, and appreciation of ancient Indian architecture and Sanskrit literature. 20 e-lessons, 1 hour each. This is Bharatiya Sarabodhani Level 1. Prabandha Sarabodhani shall comprise the life history of the mystic saints, the Alvars, the works given by them, the Prabandhams, and excerpts from acclaimed commentaries or Vyakhyanams and the Divyadeshams which have been revered by them. This is a comprehensive e-course in Tamil. This comprises of 24 e-lessons, 1.5 hours each, totaling to 36 hours. Both these e-courses are open to all for registration. As always, Bharatiya Sarabodhani Level 1, Prabandha Sarabodhani, and the new course Shri Vishnu Sahasranama Deepika, the entire content which has been mentioned for each of these courses is accessible throughout a 48-day period, close to over 1.5 months. The period will be 20th August to 6th of October, beginning on Varamahalakshmi Vratam and ending on Mahalaya Amavasya. So throughout this 48-day period, you can view the content as many times as possible. The registrations are open to all. To know more details, register and procure the course, kindly visit www.desikadaya.org/AEP.